Hello and welcome to another episode of Vipers Voices, and we're speaking at the end of the Desert Vipers' third match of this second edition of the DP World ILT20. It's another match against the Abu Dhabi Night Riders, and it's another defeat. The Night Riders winning by 6 wickets with a little more than 2 overs to spare. The Desert Vipers got 154 for 8 after being put into bat, and then the Night Riders knocked off those runs in 17.2 overs, with Alishan Sharafu making an unbeaten 82 from just 47 balls. Delighted to say that we've got Shifane Rutherford alongside me. Shifane, thank you very much indeed for being with us. A frustrating day, I'm guessing.
Yeah, well, first of all, I want to thank God for the opportunity. And yeah, it's one of those days where, things didn't go well for us. I think 150 is always behind par. I think we had shot 20 to 30 runs. But, I've been saying that I think we lose wicket in clustered. And most time when you lose wicket in clustered, it tends to push you on the back foot. But, I think it's a learning for us. We have to learn fast because, games come quick and fast. And, it's just for us to look in the mirror and, try and correct the small mistakes and come better tomorrow.
Shifane, I guess we have to chat about the toss. Every match that's been played so far in the tournament, the side winning the toss has decided to field first. And of the first 10 games, 7 have been won by the side batting second. Is the toss really that important?
I doesn't like to say that. At the end of the day, I don't think the toss decide the game. I know the ratios show that teams that chase won, but I think if we bat properly, probably we could have won the game. But having said that, I think the Night Riders bowl well. I think they bowl with a plan. Especially for me, went out for the last few of us. I struggled a bit to get the ball off the square, and I think they bowl with a plan. And as a team, sometimes we need to just look back at ourselves and try and see where we can actually correct a few things. And in tournaments like these, these things do happen, and it's just for us to just bounce back.
The ball seemed to swing early on, and then when you went into bat at the back end, it was swinging as well. It was a really tricky operation to bat today, wasn't it, against the seam bowlers?
Yeah, I think the ball so far for the 3 games, the ball swing right through. Even in the first game, the ball was swinging up to the 14 over. So, it's something to take into consideration. But having said that, when you're batting in the middle, you try to, forget about what's happening and just try and react most time and try and play the ball. And as I said, they bowl well, and credits go to them.
A word on Colin Munro, a gutsy half century at the top of the order while wickets were falling around him. That was an uncharacteristic innings in many ways for him, but it was a very valuable one, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think the innings kept us in the game. With wickets falling around, it was easy for him to just try to play his own way and forget about the team. But I think him putting the team first actually gave us a chance because he actually set it up where I could have come in the back end and give us a better push. But it didn't happen for me and it didn't happen for the team. So innings with the innings like that though, is one positive out of the game. And as I said, as a team, we have to try and avoid losing wicket in clustered and just try and even if we get a little partnership, I think we could have get 20, 30 more runs.
Well, that was the thing, I guess, wasn't it? Wickets were falling at regular intervals, and that really prevented the team from kicking on to that total of maybe 180, which would have been very defendable.
Yeah, I think the wickets in clustered push us back. We spoke about even if in a 10-run, 50 runs partnership, we could have at least get to 175, 180, and who knows, it could have been a different game because, runs on the board always send pressure, but, when you see a small target, it always gives you a bit of freedom, less pressure, and even though we took 2 wickets early, I think the guy, Ishan, come and play innings out of his skin, and, watching from him batting, I think he actually plays smart, and, credits go to him.
Yeah, it was a terrific innings from Alishan Sharafu there, 82 from 47 balls. He ended up as player of the match. Looking back now, is there anything you could have done differently out in the field as a team to restrict him?
One thing I think we didn't do well, I didn't think we used the wicket much. With 2 big side, I think he didn't got much short ball, much back of the length, but as a bowler, we all have plans, and we all have team meetings, and probably their plans were different. But I think with big sides, we should have used the deck a bit more. But hopefully we can come tomorrow and adjust to the condition and actually play better.
Yeah, Sunday's game now against the Sharjah Warriors. One win from the first 3 matches of the tournament. Does that make Sunday's game a must-win game?
Yeah, it's definitely make it a must win because in this tournament you don't want to be catching up because they are all good teams, and most time when you find yourself have to catch up, it's going to be even harder. So I think it's important for us to get a win tomorrow, and we can actually put us on a good run to catch the next 6 game, and it's important for us as a team as well to learn fast and come tomorrow and get that second win.
Is there anything you can put your finger on that hasn't quite worked in these first 3 games?
I didn't think we bat well, myself as well. We didn't score 170 so far in the tournament, and on these good wickets and such good players, I think runs on the board is important for us. We often stress about the task, but I think that's one thing that we have to take into consideration, that if he doesn't win the task, there's still a game to play, and as a team we have to try and just give it our best, and sometimes our best doesn't be enough, but effort is all that we ask for, and with effort, if it doesn't go our way, we can always take it like that.
Are you conscious about net run rate at this stage of the tournament, or doesn't that come into it in your mind? Because obviously that's a good win for the Abu Dhabi Knight Riders with more than 2 overs to spare. It affects the Vipers' net run rate in an adverse way.
Yeah, I think net run rate is very important. As much as you win, you want to win with a good net run rate, because we know without how the tournament is playing, you don't want to be on the same number with a team, because net run rate is going to play a big part. So I think it's important. It's just for us to try and get better and just try and give it our best.
And you're conscious about putting today's game to bed and turning up tomorrow, fresh mind, and hopefully putting a win on the board against the Warriors.
Yeah, well, we spoke about that a lot. It's gone. We can't bring it back, but it's just about learning. Anything that happened today, tomorrow is a new day, it's a new opportunity, and we are ready to go again.
So there we are. That's the news from down here in the dugout. The end of match 3 for the Desert Vipers. A defeat at the hands of the Abu Dhabi Knight Riders. And match 4 comes up very, very quickly indeed, just 24 hours away from the end of this match to the start of that one. It's against the Sharjah Warriors in Sharjah. And of course, we will have reaction for you here on Vipers Voices after that match in Sharjah.